There are behaviors your dog shows every day, actions that seem simple, but they leave scientists scratching their heads. It has nothing to do with intelligence or survival instincts, no complex tricks or learned responses here. No, it's something much deeper, something we might call a connection beyond words. And if your dog has ever done this, then perhaps the bond between you and your pup is something beyond what anyone can explain. Imagine this. You're alone, weighed down by emotions too complex to express. Your mind is a jumble of feelings, sadness, stress, or maybe even a worry you haven't been able to put into words. You're not crying, you're not speaking. It's that quiet heaviness that fills the room, making everything feel still and overwhelming. Then, out of nowhere, your dog walks over to you, not barking, not seeking attention, but simply approaching with quiet understanding. They rest their head on your lap or sit beside you in silence, offering a moment of peace without asking for anything in return. In that moment, you realize there's no need for words. Your dog seems to understand exactly what you're feeling, even before you do. This isn't a one-time occurrence. Your dog does this consistently, especially when you're facing emotions too complex to express. It's as if they know exactly when you need comfort. And this behavior isn't just random, it's something that even science struggles to explain. The way your dog seems to sense when you need them, offering support at the exact right moment, is a mystery that challenges our understanding of animal behavior. You might be wondering, how is this possible? After all, dogs are incredibly intelligent and intuitive creatures. They seem to have a remarkable ability to sense things we can't even express in words. Scientists have studied how dogs perceive human emotions and discover that they can pick up on subtle changes in our body chemistry, such as the release of cortisol, the stress hormone our bodies produce when we're anxious, upset, or under pressure. Dogs can also read our facial expressions, notice changes in our body language, and respond to the tone of our voice. These cues give dogs a strong sense of when we're happy, sad, anxious, or even stressed. Their ability to interpret these signals means they are highly attuned to our emotions, often in ways we don't even recognize. However, these scientific explanations don't fully account for why some dogs seem to know exactly when we need them most, often before we even realize it ourselves. While the ability to detect body language and hormones may explain some of a dog's reactions, it doesn't explain the near-perfect timing with which some dogs offer comfort. It's as if they know us better than we know ourselves. What's even more puzzling is that not all dogs react the same way. Some are incredibly sensitive to our emotional cues, while others may not show the same level of understanding. This behavior isn't universal. It's deeply personal and specific to the individual relationship between you and your dog. Why is it that your dog, and only your dog, knows exactly when to approach you and offer comfort? It's as if they understand your emotions on a deeper, more intimate level, something beyond what we can explain through science alone. The science behind how dogs sense emotions is real, but it doesn't fully capture the depth of the connection between you and your dog. There is something more here, something that science hasn't yet been able to measure. The bond between you and your dog is individualized, unique, and incredibly intimate. It's a connection that transcends our current scientific understanding, suggesting that there's still much more to learn about the emotional lives of dogs and the depths of their bond with us. It's as if dogs have an innate ability to sense things that go beyond what we can understand. They seem to pick up on emotions and needs that we haven't even expressed yet, almost like they know us better than we know ourselves. This isn't a one-off occurrence. It's something that happens consistently, time and time again, creating a bond that feels much deeper than what we can explain. It's not just about how we act or the signals we give off. It goes beyond body language or even scent. There's something more, something subtle, yet incredibly profound. It's as if your dog feels what you're going through, not just seeing it, but truly sensing the emotions beneath the surface. This connection doesn't rely on words or gestures, it's a silent understanding, something that cannot be measured or fully explained by science. It's the kind of bond that feels almost spiritual, transcending simple communication. The depth of this connection goes beyond logic, something that we can feel in our hearts but struggle to put into words. And in those quiet, unspoken moments, you realize that your dog isn't just reacting to you, they're tuned into you on a level that words can't fully describe. When your dog knows you better than you know yourself, it's not just companionship, it's something sacred. If that resonates with you, liking this video helps keep that truth alive. Have you ever felt like the weight of the world was just too much to bear? A man, recently laid off from his job, stands in his living room, the uncertainty of his future pressing down on him. His once welcoming home now feels cold and distant, the walls echoing with an emptiness that mirrors his heart. He gazes out the window, lost in thought, as a sense of loss washes over him, and grief that he can't quite articulate. He doesn't speak, doesn't share his feelings with anyone. It's the kind of isolation that needs no words, only a quiet, gnawing weight of not knowing what's next. In the stillness of his solitude, his dog, a constant presence in his life, moves toward him. Unlike the usual exuberant greetings today, the dog doesn't bark or jump for attention. Instead, it approaches with gentle understanding, quietly sitting by his side. Without a sound, the dog places its head softly on his foot, a small yet profound gesture. There's no demand. No expectation. The dog's presence is simply there, a steady, comforting force in the midst of his turmoil. This quiet interaction makes you stop and wonder, how did the dog know? How did it sense the grief she was carrying even before she let herself express it? And perhaps you've had a similar experience with your own dog, those moments where your dog seems to instinctively know when you need comfort, even before you do. It's a mystery that science still hasn't fully explained. How do dogs have this remarkable ability to sense our emotions so deeply? How do they know exactly what we need, often before we even recognize it ourselves? The truth is, dogs don't offer this quiet comfort to just anyone. Their deep emotional presence is reserved for those they've chosen to be their world. It's not simply instinct, it's a profound emotional connection that goes far beyond what we can fully understand. When a dog senses your sadness before you even realize it, it's not a random act, it's a reflection of the bond you share, one built on trust, love, and an unspoken understanding. Dogs don't just live with us, they live for us. Their world revolves around us, and in our moments of need, they instinctively know how to comfort us, often before we even recognize what we need. If your dog has ever come to you in a moment of sadness, offering comfort before you even knew you needed it, it's proof of a rare and beautiful bond, one so deep that words can't fully describe it. Maybe, just maybe, you're not just living with a dog. Perhaps you're caring for an angel in fur. Some connections in life can't be captured by data or measured by science. They simply go beyond logic and explanation. If you've ever had a moment like this with your dog, where their comfort left you speechless, you understand what I mean. Not everyone will get it, and that's okay. True connection doesn't need to be explained. It's something you feel deep in your heart, and maybe that's the most beautiful mystery of all.